Street overload safety car. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, this is early on here. There's a lot of... got a big spin there from Ella Lloyd in the McLaren
Ella got tagged,
Rodin
didn't
car.
she?
Yeah, I think she's got broken front wing as well, and she got tagged, so she spun round, managed to keep going, but...
We get back to the kind of Chase Fernandez, a very NASCAR name, isn't it? Side by side here, though. As,
Contact! Big contact there as McLaughlin's now through the gravel. He managed to try and go round the outside as they're going into Old Hairpin, but he's now on the outside, but he's going to have the inside as we go into Old Hairpin. Unfortunately, two don't go into one. Going down into Old Hairpin, I think McLaughlin probably should have just left a little bit more room there.
Safety car, Harry. Oh, is he going to get out of there? He hasn't got room to turn around without getting stuck in the gravel there, has he? But yeah, nice bit of racing there we saw between Harfield and Molnar. Here's a replay of what happened.
Yeah, I don't understand how he's got there.
No,
I think he's been turned around and he's stopped on that bit of tarmac. So if he was in the gravel there, he wouldn't be able to get anywhere, but it looks like he's trying to get the gear.
The first part of the onboard, we saw the end. Oh! Alazari gets the spin. Hopefully he'll be able to start it up and get going again. I think the field have the field made it past?
Yeah, he's got going.
Looks
Yeah,
like.
He's having a nightmare, isn't he? He's had a big off. As you look further back, he's just run a little bit wide, then he's dropped it in the gravel. That's spinning around. Everyone's avoided him there.
Oh, well done.
But the two CDR cars did a good job to avoid that. So we'll see as well once again as they come in through McLean's. Yeah, he's just wide. He's too wide in the first place. So yeah, I'm pleased that he's got going again.
Yep.
But yeah, I think like you said, there's a couple
He's
of
the leader.
Oh, just as we were watching Lloyd
and
Bergstrom, I think it was. They've had to come in together
again.
Yeah, it looks that way. Is it? Yeah, it is Bergstrom. Yeah, there's he's got a front left suspension failure, so he's obviously had some contact as he's thrown it down the inside at turn one. Ella Lloyd's just turned for the apex. Yeah, a little bit clumsy from the pair of them there, but we didn't quite see how that all started and how far back he was.
I'm wondering if this is going to go the way of the earlier race, because that obviously when you've got broken wheels, that means big recovery. And yeah, red flag has been.
Here he goes, he's having a look. So the two teammates go side by side, different liveries. The Red Bull Junior driver, though, getting stuck in. There was almost a little bit of contact. There is contact with Thomas Behrman. And off goes Phil McLaughlin. There are no drop scores in this championship. But look at the recovery. Very quick recovery. Lesser driver might have banged the steering wheel and not come on.
This was red flag. On board with Rowan Campbell-Pilling. One car off already. And there's a basically pretty big chain reaction. It goes off. The race leader goes off right in front. If you look in the distance, August Raber goes off.
Very greasy as well, and that's what's happened there. Is he's gone into the inside where it's very wet, and you can see how wet it is on the outside as well. Then got collected again by the XL cars, but yeah, unfortunately he created all that. He had that incident. He's taken himself out of the race along with the three XL cars as well. And keep his position in third place.
Yeah, and marking himself out as there isn't a team leader at Rodin, but he's the guy scoring the points. Chase Fernandez makes a little bit of contact with Xavier Avramidis, who goes around. I think there was a slight touch there, Phil. We might get a replay of that as it go along Bentley Straight.
There definitely was a touch, yeah. That was very clumsy, unfortunately. That's a very fast part of the circuit as well. So, yeah, I think Fernandez has just tried to get it down the inside. He would have taken his wing off as well. But, yeah, big contact. Loads of lockups as they go underneath the bridge. Because that front left is completely unloaded. Oh, big guy, he's done it again. Another incident. How has he managed to take two people out in the last two corners? But yeah, like you said, at the XL car of Palmer, he managed to keep it going, but he did make a very bad start. As you can see, there's someone. Is that Jeff Hall that's gone over the top of the front of someone's wheel there? And let's just see now as Jeff Hall goes right around the outside, and then there's it's just three, like I said, 3 into 1. 3 into 1. Unfortunately, he didn't actually have anywhere to go. He was sandwiched in the middle there and couldn't do anything.
There's a safety car.
That's a late lunge, very, very late. Too late, to be honest, and that's where the damage was caused. And then they get to turn 3, and neither of them are getting through the corner that easily, are they?
No, Alazari's going to have to pit with that. If he doesn't, Charlie Edge and Esme Kosterman has gone off as well. So Edge and Kosterman.
Oh, you can see further back, look, they've had to come in together going through turn 3, and I don't know if they've got any damage. It looks like Edge's car is okay, but yeah, he's got going again.
Chase Fernandez still getting stuck in. Chase has lost another place there, unfortunately. Let's have a replay.
Let's see again as we went. Oh, big off there for That's Harfield, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah, 21 Tommy Harfield.
Didn't quite make the barrier. No, he didn't. Look, we've got someone in the wall with front wing damage there.
I think that's Joel Bergstrom.
Bergstrom.
And Thomas Behrman.
Oh, no, as you can see, his rear wing's gone as well. So let's see what happened here. A little bit of contact. Yes, just bounced over the curb, taking out Fernandez. Oh, wow, big shot there.
Chase Fernandez involved as well. That's the one we didn't see, but there is Joel Bergstrom. He's had some rotten luck this year, Joel. He's a quick young lad, comes from Sweden, second generation racer. Dad raced in Rallycross back in the day. Thomas Behrman, younger brother of Oliver, of course, in F1.
Fernandez is not giving up. He goes over the curb. There's nowhere for Behrman to go, and unfortunately, as soon as you hit those sausage curbs, it lifted the front end off the ground, and you can see Bergstrom just launch the car over the top of the rear of Behrman.
The young driver from India. He's great to have him in the championship. Yeah, very nearly on the points.
Oh, big contact there. There's a wheel off there for the CDR. Goes out Harfield and one of the XL cars.
Yeah, Theo Palmer, the other one that's gone off there. Shame for Tommy Harfield, led the championship.
Let's see what happened here. As they obviously two cars came together. You got the XL car. Harfield's just throwing it down the inside. Unfortunately, he just I don't know whether he hit the curb on the left, which then forced him into. You couldn't quite see. But yeah, that is a real shame.
Kind of changes around. Here comes Avramidis down the inside, sees the gap, Anna locks up on the brakes. And that was a lovely bit of, that's really the place, isn't it, where you've got to make the pass.
Yeah, I think she actually did clip his rear left. Yeah, I think he's got a puncture. I'm sure, yeah, look, her front wing's damaged, and I'm sure he's got a puncture. Yes, he has. I saw it. I saw the damage that she did as she tried to tuck in, and unfortunately, that's just clipped the tyre wall. She didn't mean to do it, obviously, but it's just the timing of trying to tuck back in. Yeah, wow. That's really unfortunate. But you can see straight away the rear left is low and it's chasing him down. Now we've got a bit of rain we hear, so this is going to make things interesting and spice things up a little bit. As you can see, Harfield there spinning across the circuit. Everyone's avoided him, but as I said, the rain was coming. He managed to lock up, lose the rear.
Here's Ella Lloyd.
We can see on board with Ella Lloyd exactly what happened. She can see it all. As you can see, she decided to go to the inside, which is the right move. Aim for the car. If the car is going to the outside of the track, you should be fine just to carry on. And you can see, they're all going off. Yeah. All going off at the last corner. That's the leader, that's second, that's third. They've all gone wide because it's obviously rained heavily. And you can see, has he got a damage there with the Fortec car of Bansal? Yeah. So that's Behrman leading.
Wow, it's surely they're going to stop this. You've got a car across the pit wall there, at the very least a safety car.
So it's obviously raining. You can't really see it on the TV there, but it's raining a bit harder because you can see all these guys in the top there. They've all locked up, they all run wide. Now you can see it on the camera. He's obviously broken his front wing as he's gone through the gravel, or as he's rejoined. Oh no, he's got it collected. He's been collected by the Fortec car of Bansal. Bansal then has got rear left suspension damage by the looks of it, because that is why he couldn't carry on. Yeah, you can see the rear left now is just hanging on. And I think that's what spits him across the circuit as he tries to get on the power, because he doesn't realise that he's got any damage. Oh, this could have been huge. Everyone's avoided that.
We could have had two really big ones in this race, and I'm so grateful that we haven't, because there are championship ramifications as we get to...
Oh, blimey. I think that was Mercier that was trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
So he's done a great job not to get collected by the Fortec car of Bansal.
Fran Lazari, here's the replay.
Yeah, you can see now Raber's gone down the inside. Just caught the rear right of Mercier, and that's taken his front wing off, and then someone's hit it, sent it off the track, so hopefully that's not going to affect anything for the rest of the race. Again, Lloyd's got the best. We've got a red flag. We have a red flag now, because I think there's just too much carnage.
Getting stuck in already, having a look at Hannah. It's Ethan Jeff Hall in third place. Trying to go around the outside in the Red Bull livery is Fionn McLaughlin. Running well too is Harry Bansal, the Fortec Motorsport driver, and that is Ella Lloyd. Ella Lloyd off, the McLaren driver development coached driver is off. And we've got the first of the CDR cars, which is Tommy Harfield. And the CDR car's the red, black with yellow trim. Tommy Harfield coming through, and that's Campbell Pilling has gone. Now let's hope that everybody manages to avoid Rowan. That is a very, very tricky situation.
I think we might see Ella Lloyd. Yeah, Ella just got tagged by one of the, I think it was one of the Virtuosi cars. That might have been Savinkov, the new driver. That can happen sometimes when you get a new driver in the mix. So battle going on here. We've got the Tommy Harfield car in red coming under pressure from the Fortec driver, Ari Bansal. Still trying to work out whether there was contact on Rowan Campbell-Pilling or not, whether he maybe got on the gas a little bit too soon, maybe used having a dice there, and a little bit of a coming together here as well. Olbosch in the 17, very, very close indeed to, actually clatters into the number 8 car of Tom Ingram Hill, one of the front runners in Ginetta Junior last year. And we had the XL Motorsport car of Jabba Al-Sabah, another newcomer, started 26, so a few shenanigans going on there in the late stages, but they will have all learned from that. So a little bit earlier, let's have a look at what happened here. We've got a spin for Esme Kosterman. A little bit of contact by their absence from the very top. A little bit of an incident here. 27 is Charlie Edge, who just gets tagged there. Charlie was involved in something yesterday, was deemed not to have been his fault.
Martin Molnar taking the win for the... Oh, and a tangle there on the final corner. Goodness me, who was that? That's the 17 and the 42. So 17 is Chloe Chong, 42 Rowan Campbell-Pilling. Takes over at the front of the field from Ari Bansal. Ella Lloyd is in third position. Looks like it's Chase Fernandez possibly in fourth place as they head out onto the far side of the circuits, but I think the safety car is being scrambled. Yes, safety car is out. Oh my goodness, we've got a car upside down. Big accident at the entry to Shivlak. That's going to be a red flag, I would think, rather than a safety car. We'll wait and see on that. It's McLaughlin who leads the way. 0.6 of a second up on Martin Molnar in second place, looking to follow up his win yesterday. Well, the Chris Dittman car's running very high. It's Tommy Harfield through. Oh, we got a crash in the background. That's another Chris Dittman car. Sixth position. Martin Molnar taking some liberties there into Tarzan. He's going to again. This time they do make contact, and off goes Al-Azhari into the barriers on the outside of Hugenholtz. I'm wondering if Martin Molnar was having braking problems there, because, yeah, he's bent his front suspension now. Look, you can see the right front wheels at a drunken angle. Tommy Harfield in fifth, Chase Fernandez behind them now. Then it's Thomas Behrman ahead of Henry Jocelyn. A spin further back and into the gravel. Oh, that's the 33 of Cole Hewitson. He's already been into the pits for a new front wing.
August Raber, you were saying to me before we came to Airfield that he's been struggling a little bit this weekend.
He has. He had a very good start to the season, but yeah, he started to struggle midway through, and yeah, real bad start there. As you can see, he was weaving. We've got someone further back, and is that's Larson, that's our onboard camera, and it's is it Jocelyn or is it the other Fortec car?
26 car is Henry Jocelyn with the...
Get nice and clean through turn 1 and turn 2. Further back, she won't see this, but the Fortec car has been squeezed on the grass as she turns in. She has actually tried to avoid that. She saw it coming, but she still had nowhere to go. Really unfortunate for the CDR driver.
It is. Elba being picked up as a Ferrari driver as well, test driver, which is great for the women. So there was a car went down the escape road, wasn't there, which I think preempted what happened with the 25 car.
Yeah, and then we see again, we might be able to see the shot from Behrman here. So Behrman, you can see, no, you'll see again, it was a great start from Campbell-Pilling. Yeah, you can see Jeff Hall, he did actually get away and then stalled it. And then there was a bit of contact. I think that was Al-Azhari, that was race 2 winner, who went up in the air after a bit of contact. But I'm so pleased none of these guys and girls had any contact with the car that was completely stationary. But the yellow flags, the marshal's doing a great job with the yellow flags instantly.
It was a great onboard shot that our director put in there to show you how unsighted the cars were coming up towards that stricken car.
that was super impressive. I was actually watching the marshals on the pit wall there.
Yeah.
The yellow flag came out instantly as soon as they saw that car stall. So as we talk
has.
about the gravel, that is quite a big off there because there's a lot of gravel. I don't know whether someone is in the, they're in the wall there. That's Mercier. Henry Mercier has gone off at the chicane. We can see maybe in the background as these guys are battling exactly what happened here. There are quite a few cars together there, so it looks like
there's more to that story, isn't there?
There certainly is. Yeah, unfortunately he has hit that wall. So yeah, whether he's been pushed, we might be able to get another angle from further back to see if there was some contact to put him there.
Championship, the Formula Ford Championship came to a close a few years ago, which was a pity. We're going to have a look at, there was the incident with Ella Lloyd.
Oh yeah, we didn't see that, did we? We're looking very closely at the front pack, but yeah, you can see the McLaren livery car.
And the drivers very equally matched, and you can see this proper racing to treat the Scottish fans today. Here comes Molnar again, hard on the brakes, gets his nose in front.
He has, and then, contact! Oh, they've taken each other out. Not sure what McLaughlin did there, but it looked like Molnar's done the move, but then they've got caught on each other and wiped each other out. Molnar went down the inside. Great move, a big lock-up.
But he's clear at that point, isn't he?
I think that was just an innocent mistake where McLaughlin was trying to tuck up behind him because there was no way of him getting back in front. And unfortunately, has just timed it wrong and caught his front wheel on Molnar's rear. You can see now they're running side by side. Yeah, just a bit clumsy to be honest, but everyone managed to avoid each other. There was no contact other than the initial one between those pair. But we'll see it one more time here. Yeah, they got caught on each other quite early as well, didn't they? It's amazing how rapid they both got spun round. They collected some positions there with Ella Lloyd off in the gravel there again through the chicane. Not sure if that was all by herself once again, but it's catching a few people out today.
Car still stranded. Replay.
It's all by herself, yeah. She's just taken too much of that curb and it's just sent the rear around and put her in the gravel. So, yeah, we have got half the track under yellows, but now it's all under reds. So, red flag.
Yeah, stored a little bit of nerves. I think with a similar thing we saw to Thomas Bierman when he had the...
So all having a big moment through the chicane. There's a damp patch just on the apex, the second apex.
It's ironic for you, isn't it?
Oh, dear. Tiggy, you should not have said that. Big moment there for Raber. Not quite close enough to make a move yet, but it all gets very tight and close. And the heavy-hands contact. McLaughlin takes out one of the Fortec cars. That's Jocelyn he's just wiped out. So, yeah, it was a late move. It's very damp on the inside, but that gives Molnar a chance. And you've got Fernandez off as well, stuck on the wet grass. You've got to be very careful on the throttle as you're trying to get off the wet grass, but...
In the points, because the reverse grid race, it's the top 8 as opposed to the top 10. Here's the move.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a late move. He actually didn't do any damage until after the contact. So, and then you can see another bit of contact with Fernandez. Jocelyn back into this. Jocelyn actually had a bit of a bad start. He started further up the grid, but has dropped back. Look at him trying to go on the outside of Al-Azhari, taking his front wing off, and a puncture for Al-Azhari.
Yeah, in the gravel. That is going to be an early safety car, unless I'm much mistaken. And yeah, a shame for him as Harfield continues to lead. Look at the gravel already all over the track, which is going to perhaps cause a few problems.
Big shunt there from a high-tech car of Abramedes as it went over the top of a car in front. Not sure who it was.
The drivers get as Field McLaughlin makes a move here and looks to make his way past the number 19 car of Alexander Savinkov, the Ukrainian driver.
He should have known that he had damage on the front end of his car. He really should have come in the pits because he'd taken his front wing off early on in the lap. That's Mercier that's just run through the gravel on lap 1. And then this is a replay of the very, very slight contact. You can see straight away the rear left deflated as the front wing of Jocelyn pierced the sidewall.
We see that a lot in the meetings. It's like popping balloons, isn't it, really? If you get that close, it is a shame for the drivers concerned. And Al-Azhari was, I thought, actually beginning to have a decent run in the championship. Yes, they closed in, couldn't quite. We're going to have another replay.
That was over Fernandez. So Fernandez has lost his rear wing. And yeah, that's number 2 of Smith, who's run up the back of him. You can just see he got on the throttle because he thought everyone else was. And he's driven over the back of Fernandez.
It's all the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they may as well. Molnar's going for the inside this time. Is he going to make it a bit too late? There's going to be contact. He's gone over the top of his wheel. He's taken him out of the race.
No,
It's too
no.
half-hearted. He needs to go for the lunge. He can't just place the car down the inside and expect the car not to turn in on him.
That's going to be key in terms of, we said it was half a point anyway, that might just underline the rookie. Here's a replay, he locked up, he knew he was in the wrong there. He's going to be in the clerk's office.
Yeah, and that's now put the pole sitter back in the lead of the race. As we see a replay, he's gone down the inside, it's just not there. He's not got down the inside, and it's real clumsy. I feel sorry for the pair of them, but
Around the corner, didn't he? It just wasn't, and what it means is that we've got, you can hear the reaction from the crowd from our camera there. We've got Van Langendonk. Now, Elba had a good race yesterday, was on the rookie podium yesterday, her first podium, which was mega news for her, but cracking start, Phil.
yeah, Al-Azhari's got away there. You can see as well, one of the McLaren-looking cars of Langendonk, I think, made a great start to get past Jocelyn, but you can see there's a bit of contact further back, and that's taken out the championship leader.
It is McLaughlin. I'll tell you what, as you know, Phil, before this race started, I was getting into saying McLaughlin could wrap up the championship today, potentially.
You can see there McLaughlin is back out again. Let's see this move again. Let's see what happened early on in the race on the first lap. You can see there was a bit of contact. It was it with Ella Lloyd? Or was it with Dries? I think it might be
with Van
Dries.
Langendonk, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. So he's gone down the inside. There's a lot of lockups going into turn 2 there, and that is what's caught a few of them out, which has then unfortunately wiped out the championship leader. The car in front, and that's one of the JHR cars
That's
who's
Hani
in the
Sadiq.
wall hard.
That's Hani Sadiq.
Oh, we've also got another puncture as well.
Yeah, we have.
That's the CDR car. He's obviously had contact, and that's what sent him hard into the wall, because that is quite a lot of damage, and I do hope he took his hands off the steering wheel as he hit the wall, because that can do a lot of damage to your thumbs and hands. But yeah, you can see it's quite a slow part of the circuit, but yeah, unfortunately he's not giving it up. He's on the outside. He's better off just backing out of it and tucking up behind the car that's just passed him. Instead, he's clipped the rear right, and it sent him into the wall hard.
It was actually, I think,
Oh no, that's Molnar again. He's off. He's got a lot of damage. He's got someone else's front wing attached to him, and now he's in the gravel. It looks like he's going to get stuck. He needs to keep going. He needs to keep the wheels moving.
His points are done now. He's definitely,
no.
you know, a move is pointless. Yeah, apart from getting out of the gravel, was the one to get the win. Is that Molnar recovering?
Yeah,
It is,
he's managed
isn't
to
it?
get out. He's managed to get rid of that other front wing. I don't know whose that was. So he's obviously had some contact going through the last corner. Let's see again. He's gone down the inside. There's a few running wide, but then the front wing's come off, and it's gone straight into the front of his car and sent him off the track, because he's obviously had no
You're a passenger
steering.
there, aren't you? Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that before. I thought there was going to be some contact.
In terms of the rookies, it's McLaughlin, unsurprisingly, from Van Langendonk and Smith. Here's the... I think we're going to have a look at what happened at the end of the incident.
Oh, there's quite a few involved, isn't there? So yeah, she's just got turned around quite early. So she's, yeah, it's interesting. Maybe there was contact earlier on in the lap, and yeah, it looks like the marshal's doing a great job here.